Hello everybody and welcome back to Clan Generator. I have a, I have not touched this since last time because I just recorded the episode 1. But now we'll get to check out the relationships, check what our cats are up to, go on patrol, and then continue on the journey with our cats. So, relationships. Birchgall makes sure Cougar'Spots is following the warrior code. Chervil'Paw is talking to Saltpaw. Ganderbreeze is giving Cougar'Spots a task. Birchgrowl finds a bit of fluff that reminds them of Ganderfern and thinks about giving it to them. Birchgrowl is surprised to hear Chervil'Paw express an ideal they can agree with. Heatherfeather helps Bleakstar pick burrs out of their fur. Peppershadow is complaining that Ganderbreeze never does anything helpful. Clofin mews congrats to Figdapple for a job well done. Ganderfern is sharing prey with Birchgrowl. Ganderfern is having a wonderful time discussing recent clan news with Bleakstar. Bleakstar is having a wonderful time discussing clan news with Chervil'Paw. So I think Ganderfern, Bleakstar, and Chervil'Paw are chatting about clan news. Bleakstar, Peppershadow, and Chervil'Paw had a nice talk while eating. Saltpaw waves to Cougar'Spots with their tail as their patrol cross paths on the territory. Figdapple thinks Heatherfeather is very helpful. Alright, so last time we were here we got like 4 entries. 2 of them healed, which were Clofin's scrapes and Saltpaw's pelt. But Bleakstar has gotten heat exhaustion, so they curl up when they do get that. But let's start. Bleakstar wants to get to know Cougar'Spots better. Birchgall is doing their best to honor their clan and their leader. Clofin is checking up on the warriors. Ganderfern is conducting a rather rigorous training session for the younger warriors. Figdapple is hoping Birchgrowl won't assign them on the next patrol. You can't get assigned to a patrol. You're injured because you got a mangled tail. Ganderbreeze wants to be chosen as the new deputy. Quite ambitious. Cougar'Spots is a bit cross with Chervil'Kit. Maybe Chervil'Kit, maybe, I don't actually know. We'll have to check what's up with Chervil'Kit soon. Peppershadow is sparring with some clanmates. Heatherfeather is hoping Birchgrowl assigns them to the next patrol. Saltpaw can see how busy their mentor is. And Chervil'Paw wonders how Ganderfern is doing. I'm actually going to... Okay, not clicking there again. Change mentor. Yeah. Chervil'Paw is now loving. That's nice. I'm gonna change the mentor like that because of their backstory. So let's go ahead and go on patrols now. Oh right, and I should be checking on Smoky'Jaw. Smoky'Jaw is disappointed in Chervil'Paw. Why is everybody cross, or like why are the couple cats cross and disappointed with Chervil'Paw? Leave him alone. He's just become an apprentice. So I'm gonna add you and you. You can go training. Touring through the territory, Peppershadow spots a thrush and begins to quiz Chervil'Paw on what the best strategy is for catching it. Peppershadow nods as Chervil'Paw keeps listing idea after idea after idea. Eventually, Chervil'Paw asks which one was right, but that wasn't the point of the lesson. Herb gathering. Ganderfern, both of the Ganders, Ganderbreeze and Ganderfern and Clofin are going out to get some herbs. As the Medicine Cat's patrol heads out into CrystalClan territory, Ganderfern tells Clofin about the dream they had last night and what the Star Clan vision could mean for CrystalClan. Clofin takes Ganderfern aside, giving them the full benefits of Clofin's seniority and experience as they discuss Ganderfern's vision. As a medicine cat, they don't take the responsibility lightly, and both of them work together to divine the vision's meaning. And finally, we had all of them. So you've gone training, her patrolling, so I'll go border. While walking along the border, your patrol notices a Snail Clan patrol renewing their scent and marks up ahead. Okay, so that's another hint. So I've already created Marsh Clan, so now I know that I can create Snail Clan too. I like to create the clans so then we can maybe play as them in later times. The patrol eventually cross paths and an awkward tension fills the air. No one is quite sure what to say to break the silence. Eventually, everyone involved slowly shuffles away to continue their respective patrols. Relations with Snail Clan have worsened. Okay, so that's it for now. I hope they heal for now. But now let's continue. Cougar'Spots' beak bite has healed. Chervil'Kit has realized that Tom doesn't describe how they feel anymore. Oh, so Chervil'Kit is now trans female. I didn't know that could happen. So Chervil'Kit is a trans female. So I have to call him a she now. Alright. Cougar'Spots stands tall whenever Heather Feather walks by. Cougar'Spots thinks Chervil'Kit has been acting stuck up and rude. Chervil'Kit saw Saltpaw being rude. Ganderbree saw Saltpaw being rude. Birchgrell is having a wonderful time discussing recent clan news with Ganderfern. Theirpaw just noticed how beautiful Pepper Shadow's eyes are. Pepper Shadow shares a joke about a neighboring clan with Chervil'Kit. Clofin chats with Ganderbreeze about their day. Ganderfern swaps favorite prey with Birchgrell. Ganderfern saw Pepper Shadow being considerate. Bleakstar thinks Birchgrell is helpful. Saltpaw had Figdapple bump into them, and they didn't even apologize. Figdapple said something that rubbed Ganderbreeze the wrong way. Alright, so just gonna do a quick save. Smoky'Jaw is disappointed in Ganderbreeze now. So, Bleakstar is eavesdropping on Figdapple. Birchgrell is looking around camp. Clofin wants to get to know Chervil'Kit better. Ganderfern is daydreaming. Figdapple had a nightmare involving the rushing river nearby. The same river about of Chervil'Kit's story, I think. Ganderbreeze tries to set a good example for younger cats. Cougar'Spots keeps an eye on some rowdy kids. We have no kids in the clan right now. Pepper Shadow is napping. Feather is daydreaming. Saltpaw wants to learn as many fighting techniques as they can. And Chervil'Kit is dreading their apprentice duties. You have to do your apprentice duties if you want to learn how to become a warrior. And just overall train. So you can do it. Anyways, yeah, we can even them out. We need 4 patrols, so I'm gonna send out Chervil'Kit, Cougar'Spots, and Saltpaw together on training. Cougar'Spots wanders past an old badger set dug into the rocky hillside, only to freeze. There's a new scent here, acrid and sour. Carefully considering their options, Cougar'Spots decide to set up a stakeout with the patrol. When the badger pokes its head above the ground at dusk, they're prepared, and in unison, everyone turns for home. The cats fade into the grass before the predator has even blinked the sleep out of its eyes. Okay. Gonna add 2 cats to this one. Hunting, Ganderbreeze, and Birchgrell. The patrol comes across a thunder path. Okay. Your patrol waits until they can hear the wind whistling, not a murmur of a monster, and crosses the thunder path to hunt on the other side. Sometimes you can lose legs or lose a cat because of this, so I'm happy we did not lose anybody. At least not this time. Now, these two are going on border. Heather Feather finds a wounded cat near the thunder path. The patrol approaches the injured cat and sees signs of life. Alarmed, they gently pick up the cat and take them back to camp to be treated by the medicine cat. The grateful cat decides to join the clan. LeafJew has joined the clan. And now, herb gathering. During a patrol looking for herbs, Clofin notices that Pepper Shadow seems more quiet than usual. When prompted, Pepper Shadow slowly asks if Clofin could teach them more about the nature of StarClan. Clofin eventually relents and begins teaching Pepper Shadow more about StarClan and the nature of prophecies. Expecting boredom, Clofin was shocked when they saw wonder in Pepper Shadow's face. The two spend the rest of the patrol pondering the nature of their ancestors together. Nice. Wait, it's leaf fall already? Wow, that went by so quickly. Never noticed that. Well, let's see. Our new cat, LeafJew. Wow. A two-color cat. We can't see his pelt right now. Looking around the camp with wonder. Ostracized warrior. LeafJew was ostracized from their old clan, but no one really knows why. This cat either did not have a mentor or their mentor is unknown. Alright. Everybody went on patrol. But wait a second. What is LeafJew's injury? Broken jaw. Oh, right. Heatherfeather has gotten white cough. Bleakstar has recovered from heat exhaustion. Figapple has recovered from their mangled tail. As the herb stores are inspected by the medicine cat, it's noticed that some of the thyme went bad. They'll have to be replaced with new ones. Now, relations. Cougar'Spots has been spending time with Ganderbreeze lately. Chervil'Paw had a huge argument with Saltpaw. Chervil'Paw, Saltpaw, you're gonna destroy your relationship if you keep doing that. Please stop. Ganderbreeze appreciates Bleakstar, telling them that they had a feather stuck to their face. Ganderbreeze, LeafJew, and Figapple had a nice talk while eating. Ganderbreeze feels ignored by Birchgrowl. Birchgrowl didn't get the joke Ganderbreeze was telling. Heatherfeather is really surprised that Ganderbreeze's life isn't as easy as they thought it was. Pepper Shadow saw Birchgrowl being considerate. Clofin appreciates Birchgrowl telling them that they had a feather stuck to their face. Clofin challenges Heatherfeather to spar with them. Ganderfern is stuttering while speaking to Birchgrowl. Bleakstar heard an ugly rumor about Heatherfeather. Bleakstar chats with Chervil'Paw about their day. Saltpaw is letting Chervil'Paw share their troubles with them, hoping they'll feel better afterwards. Good. Figapple caught Pepper Shadow in a lie. LeafJew sees that Saltpaw's piece of prey looks tastier and asks if they'd like to swap. They agree happily, saying that they like that one better. LeafJew covered for Ganderbreeze on something minor. Nice. Everybody's being nice. So, yeah, I haven't looked much into this, but CrystalClan lives in this beautiful crystal cave. That's why they're called CrystalClan. And there's not much else to it right now. But I hope when we reach at least a year, we'll get some clan kits or something. So, Cougar'Spots, Ganderbreeze, and Figapple, and Chervil'Paw. Random patrol type. The patrol finds a nice spot to sun themselves. Chervil'Paw makes sure everyone gets a good basking spot as the cats pause for a little break before resuming their training. Nice. I'll add a couple. Random patrol. The hunting patrol spots a juvenile eagle on the wing over a large bend in the river and watches as it swoops to dig its talons through the spine of an impressively big fish. this again? The cat's eyes light up with the possibility, watching the eagle swim awkwardly. Bleakstar leads the patrol, yelling threats and insults from the river bank and making a massive racket. Bewildered, the eagle eventually gives up its catch and takes to the air. The massive fish is CrystalClan's as soon as they can work out how to fish it from the river. Good. So we've gone training, border, hunt. So now it's hunting. Herb gathering first. As Clofin pads through CrystalClan territory with their entourage, they feel a presence join them. Clofin softly alerts the rest of the patrol of their visitor. With respectful nods, the patrol pauses, tucks their paws together neatly, and sits to converse with the StarClan cat. I guess this is Smoky'Jaw, the only cat who has died already. And now Ganderfern and Saltpaw will go out on hunting. Your patrol comes across a squirrel. It's engrossed in nibbling at a morsel beneath a tree. Your patrol narrowly misses the squirrel as it's alerted by a bird's alarm call. And Smoky'Jaw knows what Saltpaw's secret is and wants to tell some cat. Don't do that. It's a secret, and not even I do know what that secret is. Not even I know. Okay, so now we have to check what they did. Bleakstar called an important clan meeting recently. Birchgrowl wants to get to know LeafDew better. Clofin is happy that they chose life as a medicine cat. Ganderfern wants to get to know Clofin better. LeafDew makes notes of Saltpaw's journey as an apprentice. Figdapple has the apprentices very engaged in a very, very tall tale. Yanderbreeze is sparring with some clanmates. Cougar'Spots is wondering if Saltpaw will be chosen for the next gathering. Peppershadow goes to bed early so they can work more tomorrow. Peppershadow seems like he likes to work a lot. Heatherfeather is eavesdropping on LeafDew. Saltpaw is daydreaming about having a mate and kids someday. Second day in a row. And Chervil'Kit wonders if StarClan has given Clofin any prophecies lately. I'm going to check relationships. Yeah, so Saltpaw knows almost all of the cats in the clan, just missing a couple of them. And they don't have any romantic like right now. Alright, so next. Ganderfern has gotten a stomach ache. Not much. Now relationships. Cougar'Spots never realized how much they love spending time with Peppershadow. Chervil'Kit thinks Saltpaw is very helpful. Ganderbreeze has a disagreement with Clofin about something or other. Birchgall stands tall when Ganderfern walks by. Heatherfeather's jealous that Figdapple went out on patrol without them. Peppershadow challenged Saltpaw to spar with them. Clofin's starting to have doubts about their feelings for LeafDew. Clofin ensnares Ganderfern with a charming smile. Ganderfern sees Clofin stumble while hunting and thinks it's cute. Oh, so okay. Ganderfern and Clofin. Bleakstar and Figdapple have an argument about who should get a pretty feather and end up destroying it in a fight. That could have been an accessory. Why did you guys have to fight over it? I want some accessory cats because those are cute. Bleakstar is talking with Chervil'Kit. Saltpaw sees that Chervil'Kit's prey looks tastier and asks if they'd like to swap. They agree happily, saying that they like the other one better. Heatherpaw blamed Figdapple for their own mistake. Figdapple made Ganderbreeze laugh again and again. LeafDew's faced with a tough decision and wonders what Bleakstar would do. LeafDew always thought Peppershadow has it all figured out, so they're surprised when Peppershadow asks for help. So let's check. Bleakstar's eavesdropping on Ganderfern. Birchgrowl is feeling underappreciated. Clofin stays composed when treating a severe injury. Ganderfern snaps at some apprentices after they pull a harmless prank. I'm just gonna check here relationships. Oh, whoa. Platonic love with Birch Growl. And a lot of romantic like with Clovefin. Right? I'm just gonna switch focus. Where's... Oh, here. Also romantic. Alright, so... Romantic. Beginning. LeafJew is eavesdropping on Genderbreeze. Figdapple is feeling underappreciated. Ganderbreeze is napping. Cougar'Spots wonders how Birch Growl is doing. Peppershadow is wondering if Saltpaw will be chosen for the next gathering. Heatherfeather is grumbling as they carry out a task for the medicine cat. Saltpaw is eavesdropping on Figdapple. Chervil'Kit wants to get to know Bleakstar better. Alright. And Smoky'Jaw knows that Peppershadow... Oh, right. Still that. Okay, so we have a lot of cats. I'm just gonna randomize. Add cat. Add cat. Add cat. Random. Patrol. The patrol comes across a small dog right on the border of CrystalClan territory. Figdapple hisses at the small dog, and the rest of their small team back up. The dog skitters back, yapping loudly, apparently shocked by the display, and the patrol breaks out into yowls and caterwauls, screaming until the small beast's nerve breaks and it runs from CrystalClan border into the distance. Nice. Teamwork. So, Genderbreeze, Ganderfern, Peppershadow. Genderbreeze wanders past an old badger set, carefully considering their options. Oh, they do the same thing as the others by setting up a stakeout and then running away. 3. Hunting. As the patrol spreads out to hunt, Birch Growl admits they think they had a vision from StarClan last night. The patrol talks them about whether it was a real vision as they hunt. And finally, herb gathering. Clofin heads out on an herb gathering patrol, searching for the evergreen, ever-reliable horsetail to harvest for the herb stores. As the plant grows without losing any of its green and LeafBare, while also having crucial herbal use in stopping blood loss, horsetail is a welcome sight in any well-stocked medicine den. Clofin is delighted to notice some moss growing nearby too, and stops to gather a hefty bundle. The clan can never have too much moss. Okay, so horsetail and moss gathered. So we're in 8 minutes. 8, 9, 10. So 4 moons until we end the year. Next. LeafBare. It's LeafBare. Birchwell travels to Snail Clan to bring them an important message. Heatherfeather has recovered from White Cough. Ganderfern is glad that their stomach ache is finally gone. Okay. Relationships. Cougar'Spots sees that Clovefin's piece of prey looks tastier and asks if they'd like to swap. They agree happily, saying that they like that one better. Chervil'Kit heard Saltpaw talking badly about them. Ganderfern comes up with a plan to sneak out of camp with LeafJew. LeafJew is injured. You shouldn't be going out, Ganderbreeze. Ganderbreeze is having a wonderful time discussing recent clan news with Heatherfeather. Birch Growl realized that they were too harsh in their judgment of Clofin. Birch Growl is sharing the latest gossip they heard over the border with Saltpaw. Heatherfeather goes to tell a secret to Ganderfern, only for Ganderfern to tell someone else's secret to them. Peppershadow had Clofin surprise them with something nice. Clofin realized that they were too harsh on their judgment of LeafJew. Ganderfern is giving LeafJew a task. Bleakstar is letting Birch Growl share their troubles with them, hoping they'll feel better afterwards. Bleakstar is nervous, sitting next to Birch Growl at the clan meeting. Saltpaw apologized to Chervil'Kit for something or another. Figdapple stands tall when Bleakstar walks by. And LeafJew shared an embarrassing story about Bleakstar that they were asked not to share. Okay, so what's going on here? So let's start. Bleakstar lectures Chervil'Kit on the warrior code. Wait a second. Romantic like. One more slot on both, a couple more slots here, and one more slot of romantic like on Bleakstar, and they can be mates if they would like to. Oh wow, I never noticed that Bleakstar is a female. Okay. Birchgrell is in the medicine den. Clofin wonders how Gandalfin is doing. Gandalfin wants to get to know Birchgrell better. Leafjuice climbing to the top of a very tall tree. Figapple is eavesdropping on Saltpaw. Ganderbreeze is sparring with some clanmates. Cougar'Spots makes note of Chervil'Kit's journey as an apprentice. Peppershadow is offering to lead the next patrol out. Heatherfeather is sparring with some clanmates. Heatherfeather seems to love sparring for some reason. Saltpaw regrets not eating the bird on the fresh kill pile earlier, and Chervil'Kit wants to get to know Birchgrell better. Alright, so pretty good relationship with Peppershadow, Bleakstar, and getting better with Saltpaw. Now, Smoky'Jaw accidentally found themselves in Birchgrell's dreams the other night. Patrol. Gonna get that out of the way. We have so many cats right now. Herb Catherine. As a medicine cat, its patrol pads out into CrystalClan territory. Ganderbreeze tells Clofin about the dream they had last night and what the StarClan vision could mean for CrystalClan. They have an in-depth conversation about Ganderbreeze's vision as they walk. By the time they head back to camp, they have a good idea of what they should do with the information. Alright. I'm just gonna add Cougar'Spots. So those were training. Border. Your patrol stumbles. No. We hope it doesn't come nearer. I'm just gonna add Saltpaw and Heatherfeather as they check. Scent. Straight into there. Her patrols follow the scent to a Marsh Clan cat taking refuge up a tree. The cat yowls a warning, and your patrol scatters when they hear the cry. Just in time, too, as a large dog jumps at the patrol. Heatherfeather rallies the patrol to drive the dog away, thankfully avoiding any injuries. The Marsh Clan cat is grateful for the rescue. We just found the dog with another patrol of 4 cats and drove it off with 3 cats and saved a Marsh Clan cat. Alright. And now, hunting. I said hunting. Figapple spies a fat rabbit on the other side of Snail Clan. A tempting opportunity to be sure, but it may not be wise to hunt on another patrol. Figapple pounces with no hesitation. They easily kill the rabbit before glancing up and coming face to face with the Snail Clan cat. After a short tussle, Figapple flees back over the border and limps their way home. The rabbit certainly wasn't worth the trouble. Yeah, Figapple was an inexperienced kitty pet. A bit of an experience. It's like, not as experienced in clan life, but still a master in the game at least. Now it's very cold, the look of the map. Well, did we do everything? I think so. Moon 10. Chervil'Kit was so busy helping another cat, they were nearly late for their own warrior ceremony. They rushed to sit down, and Bleakstar gazes proudly down at them. They named them Chervil'Spots, after their heart. Chervil'Spots is named like their adoptive mother, according to the backstory. Peppershadow slipped on some rocks and they twisted their paw. Saltpaw remains completely quiet as Bleakstar names them Salttooth, after their cleverness. Before anyone can congratulate them, however, turns and walks away. Before anyone can congratulate them, however, turns and walks away, without a word to do with their silent vigil. Fig Apple's pelt is no longer torn. Leaf Jew's jaw no longer bothers them. It seems to have healed from its break. Leaf Jews wished to join the elders. The clan honors them and all the service Leaf Jew has given to them. Okay. Now relationships. Cougar'Spots goes to tell a secret to Ganderfern, only for Ganderfern to tell someone else's secret to them. Cougar'Spots wishes Bleakstar would stop giving them gifts, as their nest is getting too full. Chervil'Kit thinks the prey birch is biting into on the other side of camp looks delicious. Ganderbreeze wishes they could get their pelt to shine like pepper shadows. Birchgrell thinks Cougar'Spots was nice to them today. Birchgrell sees that Heather Paw's prey looks tastier and asks if they'd like to swap. They agree happily, saying they'd like the other one better. Heatherpaw saw Clovefin being considerate. Heather Feather. Why did I call her Heatherpaw? Heather Feather. Heather Feather worries that Pepper Shadow isn't being honest with their relationship. Pepper Shadow is giving Clovefin a task. Clovefin is giving Leaf Dew a task. Ganderfern wants to spend more time with Pepper Shadow. Bleakstar had a fight with Leaf Dew. Salttooth is jealous that Ganderfern got to go on a border patrol this morning. Fig Apple stands tall when Birchgrell walks by. Leaf Dew wishes they could get their pelt to shine like Salttooth's. Now let's check out. So Salttooth became a cold good fighter. And oh wow, because of the experience, Chervil'Kit is still an adolescent, but is a warrior now. So yeah, that's cool. I didn't expect that. I almost forgot about that. Alright, so Bleakstar is feeling quite lazy. Birchgrell is assigning cats to a border patrol. Clovefin is reciting the names of herbs aloud. Ganderfern is sparring with some clanmates. Fig Apple tries to set a good example for younger cats. Ganderbreeze is in awe of Bleakstar's leadership. Cougar'Spots has the apprentices very engaged in a very, very tall tale. Pepper Shadow is offering to lead the next patrol out. You're injured. You can't leave. You have a sprain. I'm sorry, Pepper Shadow, but you can't. Heather Feather is wondering what Bleakstar is thinking. Salttooth is grunting rudely at passers-by. Chervil'Kit wonders how Saltpaw is doing. Salttooth is doing. Leafdew is hoping Bleakstar notices their improvement. Oh, it's an insecure elder. I like the little spot. That's cute. Oh, and that's done. I'm just gonna check relations with all the cats. Alright, Salttooth. Heather Feather, very good friend with Ganderbreeze. Nice to see. And also with Bleakstar. And seemingly Cougar'Spots. Pepper Shadow. Good friends with Clovefin and Ganderfern, seemingly. Cougar'Spots, very good relationship with Chervil'Kit. And with Pepper Shadow. Mini crush on Pepper Shadow for Cougar'Spots. Ganderbreeze, good friends with Clovefin, Heather Feather, Birchgrell. Fig Apple, mini crush on Ganderbreeze. Ganderfern, very good friend of Birchgrell and romantic feelings for Clovefin. Same for Clovefin with Ganderfern. Also good friends with Ganderbreeze and Bleakstar and Ganderfern. Birchgrell, good friends with Ganderfern and with Chervil'Kit, Ganderbreeze, and Pepper Shadow. Bleakstar, good relations with Chervil'Kit, good with Birchgrowl, really good with Genderfriend too. But wait a second, yep, both a bit of romantic-like. Alright. Wait a second. Relationships. That shows Smoky'Jaw. And Iris. Whoa, what? It shows Iris Belt? Which is the default one? Oh wow. Oh wow. I'm gonna check. Seems like everybody had a good relation with Smoky'Jaw and Iris Belt. Not so much with Genderfriend and Smoky'Jaw. But still, with Iris Belt. Didn't even get to know the two cats in StarClan for Fig Apple. Oh, first dislike for Iris Belt. Alright. Good. So Pepper Shadow had good relations with Smoky'Jaw. Heather Feather. And Chervil'Kit. Oh, and LeafBare. There. Oh wow. This recording is getting long. So I guess we'll do patrols tomorrow. We're almost a year into our clan. And see you next time. Be sure to subscribe and like the video down below. Bye-bye!